Yeah, it looks like a big cherry.
Big? Big?
I don't know, I just feel so disconnected. No, wait, will you put that one? Wait, come here.
People think I'm an animal abuser, and it's sad that people can paint a picture of me online and all of a sudden that's the picture they believe. They don't know the real me. They don't know anything about me, really. They're just assuming that they know things about me, which is pretty pathetic. It's just pathetic. You don't take care of your animals. Look how skinny, look how fat, look how horrible, look how this. Oh my God, look at her nails. Oh my gosh, listen to her breathe. That's what you guys say about my animals. Rude. When people are going to say, okay, Amberlynn is an animal abuser, people are gonna believe that because that's just the way society is, isn't it? The funniest part of it all. The person who did this literally called the wrong place. So first of all, you're dumb. So he said that this person said that Twinkie's nails are super, super long, that she's overweight, and all this nonsense stuff.
Did Twinkie go to her grooming appointment? We had to actually cancel Twinkie's appointment. She has not gotten her claws trimmed yet. I know a lot of people are worried about that, but you guys do not have to worry. I'm worried about that too. I'm just too scared to do it by myself.
He even said in his words that professionally, Twinkie looks great. Obviously I was like, yeah, I know she is a little bit overweight. I kind of feed her too much. That's never a bad thing. That she's overweight and all this nonsense stuff. I would never in a million years physically abuse my animals. I don't know where or how anyone got that in their head that I would ever do that. I won't even like gently tap them like that. Ever.
Go of him. Jesus Christ, that was like
No, baby, because the dog's back there.
No, she's
Under his toe. Way.
I don't know what you guys were trying to do, but you failed miserably. I'm never gonna stop making videos, so if you're trying to like make me so depressed and so miserable just so I like die, it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna shrivel up and die. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna be a damn grape. I'm not gonna be a raisin, and I'm gonna keep on pushing forward. So booyah in your face.
Amber could act all she wanted, like she was the perfect pet owner. Even through her own footage though, we could see this was not the case. Amber could also act like the person who made the call to animal control did not get to her, but Amber had always been a bad liar.
So if you guys didn't see my last video, you should watch that because there's a hater trying to get to me and it's not gonna happen.
We hadn't seen much of Twinkie lately. In fact, the only time recently we had seen Twinkie was when Amber was forcing her into a lake. Amber had always pretended that the opinions of others didn't get to her, but in her very next video, after telling us animal control had been called, Amber was in full damage control mode.
Hi Twink! Look! Is that my baby? Hi Twink! I love you. I love you! I love you! I love you. 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 Oh my goodness, you are so loved and so precious and so perfect, so amazing and so wonderful and so beautiful.
We were still not seeing much of Becky, apart from looking uncomfortable at home and being Amber's personal chauffeur. Becky, for whatever reason, was clearly not happy. This could have been due to her medication, although it was noteworthy that there were multiple comments on Amber's videos explaining how Becky seemed unhappy, yet in Eric's videos over on his channel, Becky seemed much happier and back to her normal self. It was just a shame we didn't get that version in Amber's videos.
What do you need?
Nothing.
You don't need anything? You have food for the whole week. For Monday through Friday.
Didn't know we were doing actual grocery shopping tonight.
Yeah, I just figured I'd get it over with. So what kind of things are you gonna get then?
Just chicken and vegetables.
That's all you're gonna eat? What about when you wake up and stuff?
Get some boat houses, I guess.
You're so funny.
What do you mean?
I don't know, you just are funny to me.
It's hot in here. It's hot out there.
Becky's not having it today, I don't think.
What?
You're just not in the mood. I don't know, I feel like chemtrails got on our car or something. Isn't that what that reminds you of?
I have no idea what that is. We just need to wash your car.
Amber had been receiving negative comments for the way she treated Becky and for her poor attempts at weight loss for a while now. She also began to receive negative attention for her comment about overfeeding Twinkie. Almost every comment she received now was calling Amber out for something. It was a good thing then that Amber didn't read the comments anymore.
It's like people, every time I like look in the viewfinder, people think I'm vain for it. It's really because I'm trying to like get used to this and see if I'm in focus, and it's weird to see myself. There's a Becky creeping in the back. So I'm not a vain person, like I think I'm ugly.
It was unclear what Amber's channel was at this point. Sometimes it was all about the weight loss journey, and other times it had nothing to do with weight loss at all, and it was just clips of Amber eating out. This was one reason why it was difficult for Amber to make any real connections with her audience, getting people invested in her weight loss journey only to give up quickly, rinse and repeat. She had been off track recently, but yet again, she had a new plan.
Tomorrow I'm starting a whole new plan, which I will talk to you guys more about. Hey guys! So I figured today I'll show you another full day of eating, but this one's gonna be quite different because I'm actually, you know, gonna be on track, and I'll explain to you guys later kind of what I'm doing. But I'm just about to make me my first meal, which is just gonna be super simple. I'm gonna have some scrambled eggs and some turkey sausage, but I'll show you.
She told us she was going to show us a full day of eating with healthy food. So how was she doing literally 2 minutes after telling us this?
I feel like I'm trying to change too many things at once. Like, I look so weird from this angle. But I just feel like I'm trying to change. There we go. So much at once, and like my sleeping and some personal things I don't really want to talk about, and my eating. I'm just like so overwhelmed with myself. I feel like this video is not gonna go as planned. I got fajitas and extra rice, so I'm off to the wrong start with what I was planning on doing. Like, I even look swollen, y'all. Oh. So I wanted to talk to you guys about what I was planning on doing, but I butchered it already.
Amber couldn't even make it from breakfast to lunch without messing up. She had convinced herself that if people didn't like her, it was because of rumours spread by others, when in reality it was her bad attitude, the way she treated Becky, the way she treated her animals, the way she stared at herself in the viewfinder, and the way she committed absolutely nothing to her weight loss.
I feel like I come on here all the time and I'm like, oh, I have a new highest weight and stuff, and it's true. I have another new highest weight. I feel like I always go back to Weight Watchers, so that must be like a sign that I should just stick to it and stop like fiddling around, because it's pointless. Just do it, do the program, it works. Like, I lost 15 pounds in 5 days when I first started. So it's like, it does work. Yeah, I do have like a new starting weight, which is ridiculous. And I don't really want to talk about it right now because it's supposed to be a good day today. So at the end of this vlog, I will talk more about that. It's just, I don't really want to talk about it right now because it'll make me like in a bad mood. It'll make me sad and stuff. So
Amber did not tell us about her new highest weight at the end of her vlog like she said she would. And by now, no one cared if she was on Weight Watchers or not. Both fans and critics knew she would quit sooner or later. Usually sooner. Amber's going back and forth, starting new plans, starting Weight Watchers, then giving up immediately, was getting boring for her audience. And that was not the only thing getting boring. Suddenly, the quality of her videos dropped. There was no more swimming in lakes, no more footage outside, and Amber seemed increasingly desperate for content. One video was an entire 12 minutes, just Amber FaceTiming Destiny, talking about nothing. People had begun to notice the shift in quality.
I do apologize. Like, the FaceTiming video, you know, is kind of a bland video, but some of my videos are bland, you know? I really wasn't feeling good, and I'm trying to do better content for you guys. I read comments on people's videos. As bad as it is, I compare my content with other people's. I compare my comments with other people, like back when I would read comments. I compare content with people. I am no freaking Shane Dawson. We don't deserve Shane Dawson. He is, I would do anything to meet that man. He is probably the most incredible person, besides Becky over there, on this planet. Like, I'm not even lying to you. He is, the things he's been doing.
Please explain what you want me to do.
I want him to chew that gum and then give it to me.
In your mouth?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. All right.
Oh my god.
Yes, I'm going to jail.
I promise my videos will start getting better, just kind of going through a rut. So
Amber seemed to understand that her content was becoming increasingly lackluster, and sometimes Amber didn't get it at all.
You know, your videos are boring, and I'm just like, I've never been like this spectacular vlogger. My life's always been pretty bland. That's just how it is. I've been on YouTube for almost 5 years, and this is just how my life's always been. So I don't know, like, I don't know, like, this isn't something new. Like, my life is just boring.
Whether Amber understood it or not, the quality of her videos had dropped. But why?
I weighed in, I don't even want to say it. I feel like if I don't change now, I'm never gonna change, and I will reach 600 pounds for sure. It was 514.4. That's the highest I've ever weighed. 514.4. I'm gonna be doing something new, but I'm gonna be doing 2,000 calories of any food that I want.
Her videos dipping in quality now made sense. Amber was bigger than ever before. It was no wonder the filming outside had suddenly stopped. It took more effort to go outside and vlog, rather than just sitting down inside. Amazingly, Amber's new highest weight wasn't the most concerning thing from her video.
I think it was 4 days ago, I woke up, and if you're a girl, you know how it feels to have, why am I talking about this? You know how it feels to have, you know, stuff come out, like blood clots. So it was like really bad, and I was like, wait a minute, what? So I got up, I went to the bathroom, and it looked like a crime scene. Oh my god, this is so gross. This is not gonna get monetized. To put it lightly, I had to stand in the shower for over an hour and just let it flow. God, this is wrong. This sounds so wrong. This happened 2 days in a row, and it was really bad. Like, it was terrifying how much blood I was losing, and I can't even exaggerate how much it was. It was terrifying. I didn't go to the doctor or anything. I was feeling lethargic from it. I was feeling pretty miserable. You can only like assume. I do know someone who also experienced the same thing, and she's like, you know, they'll literally just tell you it's because you're obese and da 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 if you end up going to the doctor, so it's almost pointless to go. And I was like, oh, okay.
Amber told us she was terrified, but had no intention of seeking help. She also told us she had a cyst on her hand, which she was going to see a doctor for. It was strange Amber wouldn't mention the bleeding while already at the doctor's for the cyst, and she also confessed to skipping taking her medicine.
What time is it? Okay, I need to take my medicine soon. I have been accidentally skipping my medicine a few times. I need to stop doing that.
Up until now, Amber not taking her weight seriously was the biggest example of how she didn't look after herself correctly. But bleeding so much and having no desire to talk to a doctor about it seemed to all utterly ridiculous. Amber was ready to eat her 2,000 calories a day and no more. Before she set off on yet another journey though, Amber made a 3-part series titled Struggles Being Me. Amber thought that by being honest about her struggles, it would endear her to her audience. However, Amber coming on camera, listing all of the things she struggled with because of her own doing, only made people more frustrated with her.
So when I am standing, even for just like 2 minutes, I am in excruciating pain. That's my alarm. I'm gonna stop that. I am in excruciating pain. Even just waiting in the line to see a movie for 2 minutes, I'm like, oh my god, it hurts so bad. Like, it's embarrassing. You can see the pain written on my face. I don't have the energy I used to have, and I miss it. Like, I miss it a lot. You know, in my head, I'm like, I want to go play mini golf. Yes. Oh my gosh. Because I still remember myself as this person who was a lower weight. But then when I actually go do these things, I'm just like, housework is hard. You know, things like mopping because it hurts my back. Doing the dishes is horrid on my back. That is like the #1 most painful thing I could do is wash dishes. I literally am like my 2nd dish in and I am just crippling in pain. I feel like I just can't get any job done without feeling like I'm an absolute whale. And it just sucks, and I feel like I'm kind of like living in a cage, and like I can't do anything. And people always wonder, why does Amberlynn go out to eat all the time? Why is that the only thing she does? And why does she go to the movies? It's because that's all I can do right now. Bras and underwear are super uncomfortable. I've been wearing the same bras. I do have more than one. It's like a freaking crazy conspiracy, but as you guys know, hi. I've been wearing the same bras for years now. That's another struggle of being me. I get tired doing anything. I get tired doing anything. Even just sometimes I catch myself, even I'm just sitting and I have to take like a really deep breath, like I just got done walking. I'm like, girl, you didn't do anything. Like, walking anywhere is hard for me. Getting up off my bed and walking to the bathroom, I'm like, and when I go to the mall, like, I literally will only go to a few stores, and in between each store, I'll sit for like 10 to 15 minutes and take a break. I like to do my own laundry, so I'm able to put it in the washer just fine. But Becky has to get it out of the washer for me. I can't, one, reach my arm in and bend down and grab my laundry because my stomach is in the way. Ugh, the struggles of being me. I can't go to a movie theater unless the arms go up. I don't take up 2 seats. I know that's like a big misconception, but I like to have 2 seats just in case. Seatbelts don't really fit me. I have a huge bruise on the side of my leg. The seatbelt buckle is always sticking up, and my thighs are so big and my hips are so big that every time I'm in the car, I'm actually sitting on the seatbelt buckle, I can't sit in a car comfortably, like at all. And it's just something that I struggle with on the daily, and it's just something I'm kind of getting used to. It is really hard for me to bend down and tie my shoes and put on socks. Bathroom stalls are so annoying to me because for me, being this size, they're super small. I'm not one of those people who like to, you know, honk my horn or whatever, but I know I have a big heart. I'm very empathetic. I'm a good person. I give when I can, and I know these things. I'm very kind, warm-hearted, you know, Sometimes I forget all those things because the only thing I can focus on is the fact that I am morbidly obese, and I will begin to hate myself just purely because of that. I will begin to hate myself. I always have a constant fear that I'm gonna break furniture. There has been times where I literally won't sit on, you know, a piece of furniture because I'm afraid that I'm gonna break furniture. I've never really broken something like a bed or a couch. Okay, I'll stop. Oh shit! What the fuck? What the fuck? So we have a walk-in shower. I have gotten stuck before. It hurts to get in the shower because it's such a small space that I have to walk into. It scrapes my stomach when I get in. I have to, you know, suck in as hard as possible, but sometimes that doesn't even work. And I was stuck there, and I'm not saying I was stuck there for hours or anything, but it was a good 30 seconds. But it's like, when you're stuck in a situation like that, like those 30 seconds feel like 30 hours. I honestly was terrified and I almost screamed for Becky.
Oh my god, this question to me is the worst. How do you clean yourself? You guys, this is funny to me. So when I clean myself, take off my clothes, take off my bra, take off my panties, turn on my shower, and I walk in that motherfucking shower. I know there is a lot of talk that Becky is my caregiver. No, I shower just like everyone else. I know for a lot of people that's hard to believe, and that's sad. That is so sad that that's hard to believe.
It's just something I have to deal with on a daily basis.
Amber explaining how she was finding normal day-to-day things harder and harder the heavier she became only seemed to support those who thought Becky was not paid by Amber to do YouTube with her, but to be a sort of caretaker for her instead.
Becky's gonna pick up a few things. Do you need help, babe? No.
Hearing Amber admit that she was getting stuck in the shower was one of the more dramatic things she admitted to. If Amber put any more weight on, how on earth would she manage to clean herself? She also told us that seatbelts didn't fit her. Every time Amber got in the car, she was taking a big risk. She told us some cinemas she couldn't go to because she couldn't fit in their seats. This did not endear Amber to her audience like she wanted. She was eating herself into a disabled person, and there was no sympathy for that. If Amber had spoken about her struggles, then in the next video tried to help herself, she would have gotten support. At least eventually she would if she had kept it up. But it was the same old Amber we had seen time and time again. Complain about life being hard, do nothing about it.
I'm just gonna have this Amy's TV dinner. Oh wow. This is like the best thing I've ever ate.
Amber told us she was going to do 2,000 calories a day, but the video after telling us this, there was no mention of 2,000 calories, and in the video after that, there was no mention either, and then Amber went on vacation.
Twinkie's gonna be so... she's gonna miss me so hard. So we're here in our little mini hotel room. We're gonna meet Eric and Ricky at the Cheesecake Factory. Yum. I think we're all gonna go back to the Cheesecake Factory because there's just so many options to eat there. What'd you get?
Orange chicken,
How's that taste?
orangey, and chickeny.
It has been a long day. Oh, and by the way, at the Cheesecake Factory, I got orange chicken again. Dang, babe. That looks good. And I just got mint with graham crackers. Sorry, my lymphedema was in the way. Gotta go over this little bridge. I'm kind of scared.
You're not supposed to get another try.
One more. I made it! You guys, I'm in Hollywood. Oh my god, I'm having so much fun, but I'm like actually dying. Are you having fun, babe? Are you having fun?
I am.
Yay. We kissed in public. Becky's not really into like PDA. I'm under the water. Oh my gosh. This is so freaking cool. Ooh, the lighting. It's been hard. I have blisters on my feet and, you know, my legs are hurting and out of breath all the time, but you know, I'm sticking through it and I'm getting there. I'm pushing myself and just enjoying myself. So yeah, tomorrow's Pride. So excited for that. So today's Pride. We are so cute. Don't you think?
Yeah. I look really, really gay today.
Here at the Cheesecake Factory again. I've gotten this 3 days in a row. We ended up not going to Pride though today. We were gonna go, but I have blisters from walking all day yesterday, doing mini golf and at the arcade. I wore the wrong shoes. Uber Eats works here and I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. Like I feel like I'm actually part of like 2018 true technology. So I just ordered something from a place I've never had before. I got to my food. Oh my god, I'm so excited. It was so weird on that here, but I was in there eating and I was just thinking, I have ate so bad on this trip. Like my eating has been horrendous and tomorrow's Monday and I am terrified to weigh myself. I weighed in yesterday after a vacation of eating whatever I wanted. Literally went to the Cheesecake Factory every single day. I would only eat 2 meals a day when I was on vacation, but the meals were very loaded in calories. So obviously I gained weight. I'm going to die if I don't stop. I know a lot of people don't agree with diet soda, but I'm not gonna justify it. I like it, like whatever. I'm going to die if I don't stop. Here we go. I weighed in at 522.2. 522.2, 522.2, 522.2. 522.2 is my highest weight ever recorded. It's the highest weight I've ever been. In the last 3 years, I have gained 120 pounds. In 3 years, I've gained 120 pounds. Oh my god. I have been reading comments here and there, and a really big one is, why are you always so out of breath just sitting down? I promise it's not like that. Every time before I go to sit down, I'm like up, doing things, running around. So then finally when I'm sitting down to film my video, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I get tired doing anything. I get tired doing anything. Even just sometimes I catch myself, even I'm just sitting and I have to take like a really deep breath, like I just got done walking. I'm like, girl, you didn't do anything. Like, I'm retaining a lot of water.
Since day one of her channel, one truth remained, that if Amber could lose the weight and show real effort, the support would come flooding in. We had seen this at the beginning of 2018 when she and Becky were doing well. All she had to do was put the effort in.
So I'm thinking I want to do maybe like 10 or 14 days. I don't want to do like a big number like 30 because that's the number I tried to do last time and I failed. It was like a 30-day challenge. I just want to give myself 10 or 14 days. This is going to be like a series. I really like series because they're just fun to me. So my first goal is I want to lose 14 pounds in the 14 days. So that's a pound daily. I feel like I could do possibly a little bit better than that. I feel like if I can be successful for 2 weeks, and I could be successful for longer than that. So it is the next day, and I've been going back and forth whether I wanted to talk about this. I recently got a very long and heartfelt message from someone saying how I should just do the weight loss and not show it. Meaning, stop making videos about it, stop making a whole video about it, because that is what fuels the haters. I actually really agree with this person. It seems like every time I start like a new diet or like a new plan, so many people are in my ear and they're like, this is wrong, don't do this. So I feel like I need to figure out something that works for me. I don't even know if I should upload this. I'm gonna make a series once I've lost, you know, a good amount of weight, and once I'm in the rhythm of things. I want to show you guys recipes. I want to show you guys how I did it, because I believe that if I can do it, anyone can do it. I don't want anyone to feel like discouraged or anything, because, or let down. Coming on here every day for 14 days in a row, and it's just, I don't know. I don't want people to think I'm using my weight for views. Yeah, I hope that doesn't let anyone down. I'm afraid it will, but I'm not giving up. A lot of people keep saying how they miss my old footage, my old vlogs. So I went back last night and I watched some of my old vlogs, and I'm gonna try to just recreate, not recreate really, but I'm just gonna use that for the lack of a better word. I'm gonna try to recreate my older vlogs, and I don't know, try to edit more. I don't want people to think I'm just slacking off or whatever, because it's not my intention. And I'm just a very like low-key vlogger and YouTuber, and I don't have like this amazing fun.
Amber gave up her 14-day challenge on day 1. She also told us she had been paying attention to the comments and how her audience were missing her old vlogs. She now, for the time being, seemed to understand that the quality of her videos needed to improve, but Amber's weight was making that difficult.
Hey guys, so I just realized that I like sitting in my bed to film sometimes.
Now that Amber was less mobile than she used to be, she would struggle for content ideas, which resulted in Amber getting her audience to do the work for her.
If you want to lose weight, why don't you try not going out for dinner? Laugh my ass off with like 4 O's. Usually small changes like that make the biggest difference. Going out to eat is not what's making me gain weight. Literally went to the Cheesecake Factory every single day, but the meals were very loaded in calories. So obviously I gained weight. I was on the same boat as you. I was obese and eating my life away. I had a horrible health scare, and that made me get my act together. It was so hard to lose the weight with new health issues and being over 35. Please do it while you're still young. This Thursday I'll be getting a partial hysterectomy, and I'll be watching your vids in bed, LOL. Oh my gosh, I wish you all the luck, and actually send me a DM, let me know how you go and how it goes and how you feel and stuff. I'm glad you have my videos to watch. I wish they could be a little bit more entertaining, but I've watched almost every one of your vlogs, and I adore your relationship with Becky. I know you get a lot of hate on your relationship, but you guys are goals. That's super sweet. Thank you. I literally do get a lot of hate regarding our relationship. I don't know why. I've just learned from the past to kind of keep my relationship as private as possible. I think that's why we're not making out on camera or like talking about our sex life and all that stuff.
I mean, how often do you think about sex during the day?
Me, I want to say about, yeah, 5 or 6 seems about accurate.
I have a husband with an extremely high sex drive.
What?
I think about it all the time.
You think I think about it all the time? So?
You let me know.
Amber, even when on holiday, was clearly struggling with her weight, and she got her audience to help her out with content then.
We just filmed some Q&As for you folks. I keep looking at myself in the viewfinder thing. So I'm not vain person. Like I think I'm ugly. As for the TanaCon thing, no, I never thought of going to TanaCon. I don't think I'm good enough to be surrounded by amazing people like Shane Dawson.
I have cancer. And I actually only have a year. I'm lying. I ain't got cancer. I'm just bored as shit.
I used to love your videos and was a big fan. I've been watching you for years and I can pretty much answer any question about you. People think they know me, it's funny. But honestly, lately you've been nothing but a troll. You seem so selfish, like you say you wanna pay us, your viewers, back, but don't know how, then do a giveaway of $50 that was all a hoax. But yet you have money for a new camera and laptop. I think you owe us better content, an honest one too. Stop lying so much. Babe, I want you, just as someone who knows me, to respond to that.
Amberlynn hasn't lied. I mean, she does ride the cart now, but you all know about that.
The scooter.
Yeah, the scooter, whatever. She tries her best to give you great content.
I do apologize. Like, the FaceTiming video, you know, is kind of a bland video, but some of my videos are bland, you know?
It's just like, no matter what we do, it sucks no matter what. And I mean, you know, other YouTubers can do these things and you all eat that crap up. You think, oh my god, this is the best thing ever, I love you. But then me and Amberlynn do the same thing and you guys are like, this is crap. Why are we watching this? This is the best you can do. No matter what you do. It's just because you are who you are. They will hate you for everything you do. That's just it. It's the truth.
I was wondering if you are considering cutting your hair short, because I think you would look so good with short hair. Yeah, are you ever willing to do it?
So I get that question a lot and people always tell me, you know, you'd look really good with short hair, but I feel like I disagree. I feel like people with rounder, fatter faces look bad with short hair because it makes their face look rounder and fatter.
Do you guys think you're ever gonna get any more pets?
No. I think having 2 cats and a dog is a perfect amount right now.
Okay. But eventually, you know, the inevitable. It's something we don't want to talk about.
Wait, what?
The inevitable is
See,
something.
she goes off on things.
Just listen.
Are you talking about death of a pet?
But listen, like one day when that happens, because it will, it has been my dream since childhood to get a black cat and name it Bagheera.
Babe.
Okay. And then like a little baby one that's
I don't
brown,
want...
and call it Mowgli.
That's fine. Do it. Do your boo. Do your boo. I don't like the whole, oh, you know, if my cat dies, I'm gonna get another one, because that's like replacing it.
Yeah, we still haven't found Gracie.
Can you please do a binging video like of you eating on a cheat day? I have done videos like that before. I've done a lot of videos like that actually, and I get a lot of hate on them because I think it's because people don't understand binging. They think, oh, this girl's morbidly obese, so she's just eating for the heck of it. The thing is, I hate food most of the time. It makes me mad, it angers me. I got to my food. Oh my god, I'm so excited. But it's like, the binge monster comes. I know a lot of people make fun of me about that, which is really sad because I have people who contact me and they're like, I totally understand the binge monster. So my question is, do you and Becky plan on getting married or engaged? Much love all the way from Europe. Oh damn, it's supposed to be a video form. Oh no, it's okay. I don't know, because I'm not proposing. I keep feeling like I want to like move and just kind of do my own thing. That's like a whole other story though, but like not like near future, kind of like further away future, but that's still like a goal that I want for myself.
And my question is, if you could time travel, would you travel to the past
Ooh.
or to the future?
I would go to the past and I would be on the bus and I would stick up for Rosa Parks.
Becky was now receiving more negative comments than ever before, mainly for enabling Amber and driving her to get all the food she wanted. Amber's lack of mobility meant that she was almost trapped inside her own home.
One of my most favorite parts of the day is opening these blinds. Let the sun in. Let the sun in, honey boo boo.
Amber was back to reading comments, and on every video would see the same comments left about how boring her videos had become. So Amber finally gave the people what they wanted.
Okay, so I want to show you guys me stepping on the scale. And then while I'm on the scale, Becky's gonna show you that I'm not holding on to anything. And also the scale.
Okay.
Do you have a number?
Yep.
What is it?
525.4.
So that's my weight. All right, you guys, you ready for Becky's weigh-in? You nervous?
No.
So what was your weight when you and I first met a year and a half ago?
My weight was 251 whenever we met.
275.2.
Her YouTube channel was seen as a joke, a train wreck, and the star of the show was a deluded woman who believed she was more than she was. A woman who would tell us she would die soon if she didn't sort her health out, then in the next sentence would drink soda and would keep on reaching her newest highest weight. How could things get any worse?
I feel like I need to actually share this because I need people to know that, like, mental things is scary. Like, not being able to control, like, depression or schizophrenia. Like, I don't have schizophrenia, but, you know, being bipolar, and it's just like all those things, like not being able to control your mind sometimes or your emotions or anything. It's one of the most scariest things in the world. I feel like so much hate is gonna happen. I don't know how long Becky's gonna be in there for, so let's just try to make this quick because I just don't want her to feel bad. I actually took my first antidepressants when I was 10 years old. I've been on Lexapro for, I think it's been almost 3 months now, and I have been taking it for a week. I keep checking if Becky's coming. I'm so stupid. I've been snipping at Becky all day long, and it's just over the dumbest things. And it's like, when I was on Lexapro, this didn't happen to me. I never got like this. Like, I rarely was upset about anything. Like, I literally was so numb.
I don't know if I want to share these things with you guys anymore.
Was I numb or was I just like feeling normal? I cried last night for the first time in so long. For the first time in so long. Like, I cried over, it was like a TV, was I watching a TV show or a movie? I don't remember. But I cried like a few days ago over it. And it's like, I cried last night for the first time in so long. Becky's coming. It's so crazy to me. Lexapro actually works. It takes away your depression. I'm talking to them about kind of what just happened.
Who?
YouTube.
Oh.
But it's just so crazy that like Lexapro actually truly does. Like, it worked for me. It took away my depression. I didn't cry. I wasn't upset or mad or angry. And so if you guys didn't see my last video, you should watch that.
I just don't care.
I'm so up and down with emotions, and I completely took that away, and now I just feel like I need to go back on it. What do you think?
Uh-huh.
You're sweating, babe.
It's hot.
Did you get you a water? You got me one too?
Yeah.
Thank you. Spring water. I'm sorry for everything.
I'm sorry too.
I need to go back on it. Like, off of Lexapro, I seem more like I want to do stuff. But then while I'm on Lexapro, my depression's gone. So it's like, how do I win, you know? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I seen you wanted to do stuff on Lexapro too, though.
Oh yeah, but I feel like off of Lexapro, I feel like my vlogs are better. It was I think it was like the second day, no, the third or fourth actually, that I wasn't on Lexapro, and I was filming videos, and people in the comment section were saying how I seemed weird. Like, my emotions were bizarre, and just the way I was like weird and bizarre.
Could have been.
I just wanted to open up with them and just kind of let them know. I just don't like it. I just don't, I mean, I'm sorry, babe. I hate crying. I feel a lot better talking. Like, I was feeling like absolute doodad, and now I just feel a lot better. So thank you guys for that.
Sat at home almost every day, overeating bad food, obsessing over the comments. She wasn't even going in the supermarket anymore. She would just be sat in the car waiting for Becky to do it. Amber's lack of accountability had also reached new levels.
Becky and I actually bought Eric and Ricky some alcohol to drink. I haven't drank since I started taking antidepressants. So I was like, oh, I'm not gonna drink, da 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 da. They're like, oh, come on, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And so I ended up drinking one. I didn't really want to drink.
She was still wanting praise for the bare minimum.
I will say though, I wanted to go out to eat, and we didn't go out to eat.
No, we made dinner.
She was still making poor content that was only getting worse by the video.
So, I don't really know what this video was. What did I film today, babe?
And they did like your
earrings. What we were eating for dinner? No, my earrings is a whole separate video.
She was still making the occasional healthy meal on camera here and there, but at this point, who cared? Because we all knew it was leading to absolutely nothing. Her weight was going up, the interest from her viewers was going down. Amber knew herself she had to catch this before things got even worse.
I'm the girl who hasn't left her bedroom in 5 days. I shower daily, but I wash my hair like once a week or twice. I can't ride rides at amusement parks. I can't fit in any of that. I can't even walk in the amusement park to get to said rides. I'm currently using a scale that they use at like car shops to measure car parts. I'm too big for gym equipment. First thing I do is I got on the treadmill and I turned it on and I was trying to walk and it wouldn't move. I was too heavy. I got on the elliptical and I pressed play, and every single time I'd start moving, it was like flashing. It was like pause, pause, pause. And it was because I was too big. I literally was like breaking the machine. Towels can't fit around me. Obviously, normal size like shower towels, they can't fit on me. They probably fit like half of my body. So I tried getting larger towels before, and even those don't fit around me. That's just a struggle I have to deal with. It might not be a big deal to some, but I would love to be able to step out of the shower and wrap a towel around me, and I can't do it. I waddle when I walk. I look great.